Negative fans here again. And I figure why not do this one? Why not? Bit late than usual, but it just went to my mind. A few weeks ago, I lie there, a few days ago, I did a short video on the wonderful Labour, right? And about don't vote for Labour. Whether it's still up or it's not, it's a different story. But happy to say, I was going to vote. I told people a sort bit of whatever. I was going to vote this today. I went to the church because I heard rumours. It was in a church not far from where I live. And they said, no, it's next Thursday. And had me thinking, had me curious. But whether I vote or not, I did a short video, whether I vote or not anyway, I'm happy. I may say PPY. And for people who want to know what the fuck I'm on about, biggest amount of people turned on Labour. Who you vote for, I don't tell people who to vote. I'm going to say this here and now. On the mark, I do not tell people, I'll say it again, I do not tell people who to vote for. Never have done. Don't give a fuck. Vote for a Teen Party. Even though I don't like them, vote for them. Vote for who you want to believe to vote for. Vote for them. Right? Vote for them. Just looking at who's left something behind. But vote for them. It's not for me to fucking judge. I don't tell people names when I did this channel. I don't judge people. Sexuality, disability, race, whatever. I don't judge people. Right? We're all adults here. I do this channel for entertainment, for fun. I try not to go into too much politics because I don't want to go into this particular debate. You voted this, you voted, you're a fair right, you're a fair left. I don't give a fuck. I think what's good for me and I think what's good for the country. Right? It's not for me to tell people who to vote for. I'm not going to go too political. I do this for fun. I do this as a fucking hobby without repeating myself. But anyway, moving on. Big amount of people did not vote Labour. It's for our council, right? Am I right? Am I one to saying that? It's for our council. And big amount of people, without sticking my tongue out like a weirdo, they voted to perform. Surprise, surprise. Now, for people who say, you're just trying to push for 4-1 people. No, I'm not. Go on any YouTube, not just me, any YouTube platform, not just me. You will find that big amount of people have turned on the Tories. They've turned on them, and for a reason. Because at the end of the day, they now know what they've seen, what the Tories are. But surprise, surprise, I didn't have to open my mouth. I didn't have to be the voice of reason. They've turned on Labour. Because big amount of people have seen Labour as what they are. They've seen Keir Starmer as what he is, a fucking puppet boy, puppet. And they've went for the Reform Party. And I've never thought in a million years I would stick up and go, hey, no for that, he's the man for us. He's Superman. No. When we had the lockdowns and the madness, he was the only one what has achieved with it. Now, for I know, he can be full of BS like anyone else who wants to get a vote. And he could just tell us fairy stories. He could tell us that fairyland that exists and butterflies and fairies that exist and unicorns run around and find the fucking air for a vote. But at the end of the day, there's a bit of him I like because he's a realist like me. And I'm not going to say vote for form, but big amount of people already have done. I don't have to say anything. I don't say for vote for form. Big amount of people have turned on Labour and the Tories. They have voted for form. I've not said fuck all. On my YouTube channel, people can correct me if I'm right or wrong. I'll stick 2 fingers up. Have I once said vote for form and push for form in people's faces? Lately, I've been talking about movies. I've been talking about programs. Talking about this, talking about Danny Dodd's politics, because I don't want people to write to me and say, you're just trying to shove politics on people's face, who to vote for. You're trying to shove agenda. I don't want that shit. Never thought that shit. I knew from the get-go, and I'll repeat this shit all day long, all night. It's night now. I'll repeat it forever. I don't push an agenda. When the tourists was in, I knew that they don't give a shit about us. All they give a shit about is the rich and undeserving. I knew that Labour, no matter how much they suit the tourists, they were also the same fucking thing. People in my workplace, people in my past, people today insult me and say they're for the working Joe. They're not. They're not. And everyone still wants to believe that bullshitter there. Speak to the farmers. The fact that they've been taxed. Speak to the fucking farmers and then tell me they're for the fucking working Joe. I don't want to be accused of being a racist. I have a job where I work with people, young, old people, different mixed race, sexuality. I don't judge. I don't discriminate. I have people, I'm being daft now, but I'm being a realist, who are gay, bisexual, different race, different creed, different religion. I don't judge people on their sexuality. I don't judge people on theirs. I was confused with my sexuality when I was young. I'm not going to go into that. That's too personal. I don't judge people for their race, sexuality, their creed, their colour, whatever. I don't give a shit. Don't give a shit. Don't give a fuck. I'm an adult. I'm 30 something. Don't give a fuck. Right? The end of the fucking day. This is a race thing. We've got a problem with people, sign seekers. It's not a race thing. It's what's going on. Look it up. Coming in our country. Coming in our borders. Now, to prove I'm not a racist, any shape or size, teen and colour, being about those people, I will help out. If they're families who are poor, families suffering a war, families, mothers, fathers, whatever, that's fair enough. I'll let them in. I'll do them every bit of my fucking money if it's about those people out. Being about those people who have come in are all men. It's not a race thing. I don't want the race card. But the men what think it's acceptable, I'll say it again, not a race thing. I'll keep saying that all day. Don't want this racist fucking card. It's boring. I don't need it. I don't give a shit. Read by and back what I just said. These are people, these are men what think it's acceptable to go and rape. I'll say it again, not a race thing. They think it's acceptable to rape a 15-year-old girl. 15-year-old young girls. They think it's okay to rape, I'll keep repeating that line, a 15-year-old girls. They think it's acceptable. And that goes for Keir Starmer. And what pissing me off the most, I'm probably in around like a fucking knocking dog here, he's ousting people what think it's acceptable, who will sponge off the country, won't put fuck all in the country. Keep repeating the line, not racist. And at the end of the day, there's people who are families who've worked all their lives. Not a race thing for to get the fucking tier-to-tier system. They think it's these people worked all their lives. So all these people say Labour are for the working Joe. They're for the working man, the working woman. They're not. So they're housing people are coming in this fucking country, tax fucking fee. And what pisses me off the most is they now don't have to pay the fucking landlords. Landlords have got a great deal. They've got a fucking bonus. They don't have to fucking, they get paid for a fucking day. They're not going to take on me who wants an house, or a family, or a young mother and fucking husband who've got kids and want to get an house. They're not going to do that. Fuck them. They're going to go for the nearest fucking profit. I'm a landlord. I'd think what's good for me. Me wallet. Me fucking wallet. And Keir Starmer and Labour know that. They know that. Big mouth of Rayner. She knows that. Fuck me. And the fact that they perform, and this is why I insult the fucking news, what I've called fucking Note for Ads, and the Perform Party, racists. And the stuff that agenda, they're a racist. They're a racist. All the fucking time we start to get in. Whether they'll get in is a different story. But I'm happy right now. I may say PPY. Because I didn't need to vote yesterday. Didn't need to. Didn't need to. Because Note for Ads, the Reform Party, they've got the right to be served. They've got it. They've got the biggest amount of votes. Have they got in? No, they haven't. We've got to wait to 20 take stuff. I get to shout how many more fucking wrinkles and how many more fucking puppy face and how many more TS have I got? What I've got left on my fucking head. But nevertheless, we've got to wait to 20 But I've got a good feeling that Reform will get in. But fuck the news. Because they might just fuck him up and say he's a racist. Isn't he right? He's this, he's that. Fuck off, news. Go on YouTube, people. You want to see realistic life and not bullshit news? Look at what people think of Reform. They're bigger than my fucking dick. They're bigger than my cock. I'm panting. I'm on an heart attack. But never the fucking death they are. And I'm happy. I don't need to vote. I knew from the get-go. I'm a psychic. I already said it. I've got these psychic powers. Psychic powers. They're coming to me. They're coming to me. The Reform were going to win. And now they get the last say now. Dickheads like Keir Starmer, an overpaid fucking salesman. That sounds like a Dalek. They don't get the say now. Note for Ads earns it. And he used my respect. A Miggle party. All the days, people. All the days we fought with Tories. I've never fought with Tories. Rewind back what I said. Never fought with Labour. Rewind back what I said. Fuck the working Joe. They don't give a shit about you and the woman. Right? No sexual stimulation. I work with men and women in my job. But never the fucking this. Don't give a shit about the working Joe. So I go a bit rise there in what I say. They don't give a shit about the working Joe. Never have to. Get out of your head. That's old Labour. I'll say it again. People are hard of hitting. That's old Labour. I'm happy the Reform got in. I think myself, this is my opinion. We can have an argument on this. We've all got one. Keir Starmer wants to put to press on that. I'm being a realist. It's my opinion, right? We've all got a right to have one. It's what makes us human beings. I feel, this is my opinion, keep repeating that line. I feel that's what we need. Something new. Not fucking sortative on the Tories. Well, don't give a shit about you. Get that out of your head. Get out of your brain cells. Not Labour. I'm happy at so many people. And I feel for the young people what have settled down, wanted to get married and have kids. Living with mummy and daddy. And now they can't get a fucking house because they're giving fucking illegal immigrants an house what won't put fuck all in the system and comes fucking sponging the system. They'll get houses. They'll get first point of view. It's not a race thing. It's an honest thing. I feel for those young people right now. And if they hear my YouTube channel, bring them out of them, will fucking agree with me hands down. Keir Starmer, don't try this fucking race card. Do not do it. You preserve everything you get right now. You preserve it. Because you talk bullshittery. The old people who've got pneumonia. You fucking cried at fucking Boris Dollis. And then you let the old people down. What did you do? You took away the food allowance for the old people. There's no race there. You took away their allowance. The farmers, they're not rich people. They've worked all their life and the fucking money they make is going to their kids and their kids after. Now they've got fuck all to show for. You don't give a shit. You're following your fucking hair to talk to when they want to speak to you. Like the chicken shit you are. You bought a tier system what stops us from having our freedom of speech, but you're not spot mine, pal. Not at all. I hate you. I hate you with a passion. I think you sound like a fucking tyrant. You're a pond life fucking ponce. I hate the fucking job you had before when you were sticking up for fucking scumbags. Nobody likes you. You hate this party going, but you won't go. You're doing this country to muffle fucking Russell. You preserve everything you get. You're your own enemy. You don't need me. You don't need someone else on a platform like me. You are your own fucking enemy. So I'm happy people have joined the Reform Party. I'm not going to post the agenda. If you want to try and phone in the Tories, you can do. You want to vote the Teen Party, you can do. Vote my ass. Vote whatever Labour you want to vote. But remember, Labour is not for you. They proved that point. I don't need to raffle on shit now and put you off Labour. These amount of people have done that. They've seen the light. They've seen what Labour is. They've seen the Tories, what they are. It's just sad now. We've got to wait. What? 79 for the next election. But I'm happy. I'm happy. I knew this was going to happen. I knew it. But again, be smart, be safe. Fuck you, Keir Starmer. I might go to prison for saying that. You've bought a tier system. You fucked up the older people who worked all their life and living on a pension. You fucked up the farmers who worked all their life. And you're different homes to people what don't deserve it. They're not people from another country. Look at the race card. They're not. They're all men. Different race. It's not a racist thing. I keep repeating that. I don't want the racist letter. But the men from a different country what thinks it's acceptable to come into our country, be terrorism and rape our women, not women, 15-year-old young ladies or girls. They think it's acceptable to rape a 15-year-old girl. They think it's acceptable to do that, and they're coming in our fucking country. Nothing, not put fuck all in the country all their life. Here's one for Starmer. It just come to my head. What about the homeless people who are homeless, who are begging on the street, dying of pneumonia, and they're homeless? What about housing them, Keir Starmer? What about, you know, just a matter of speech here before I go to pissing. What about fucking giving them a home on an house? You overpaid fucking ponce. You overpaid salesman. I didn't need a fucking stick to read that one, pal. See you later.